every day I'm always working on something new. And so I just decided, hey, why not come and share what I'm doing and show my process of how I'm making whatever it is I choose to make. So I printed out this book, and it was just loose paper. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bind it. I only have glue, I only have paper, I have spirals, but I don't want to turn this into a spiral. I've turned some of the other ones into spirals, but I want to do something different. Until I can get my thermal heat binding for the books, I have to do it a different way. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my glue, and I'm going to, as you see, I put the clips on it. Everything is already ready to go. And before I do any more cutting, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bind it together. So what I do is I just put a whole bunch of glue on the edge. I get a little popsicle stick, and then I just kind of flatten out the glue. What this does is just gets it all in between the pages that are kind of loose a little bit, and it causes it to be able to seal a little more. So then what I'll do is, once I got that on there like that, I'm going to take a couple of popsicle sticks, and then I'm going to put them one on each side, and then I am going to get some more binding clips, and then I'm gonna put it on here so that way it can just dry, and as it dries, it will just bind these together. And then what I'll do is I'll just let this dry, and then I'll show you the rest. Okay, so I allowed this to dry overnight so that I could get started today this morning. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take off all of these clips that I put on there, take off the popsicle sticks, and if you can see, the shiny part is where the glue is. So I noticed that there's a part that's not shiny right here. So what that means is there's no glue there. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm not going to even worry about that because I'm about to take care of that. So here's what I took. Another regular sheet of paper, a piece of paper. And so what I want to do is I want to cut it to the size of this booklet. Just like that. Then I can take this and I can fold it up. Let me get my little clipboard. It'll make it easier for me. So fold it like that to make it even. And then what I'll do is I'll cut this, because what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to put it on the edge. I'm going to re-glue this again, but this time I'm going to put this on there. And so the whole point is for there to be something right here and along the front that solidifies this. So just like that. So what I will do is glue the edge of this. hoping that my glue will actually work. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll glue the edge of this. This glue really works very well, and that's one of the reasons why I like it, because it sticks really well. So, okay. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this, move this off of here so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm gonna just stick it right here along the edge of this book. And then before it even dries, I can just kind of position it. And so then what I'll do is I'll fold this over just like that. But then what I'm going to do is probably go ahead and cut this again, just because I don't need all that extra paper there. I just need something enough to reinforce what I'm doing. So it kind of works better for me to cut it before I actually glue it and then take care of it there. So if I can just go ahead, cut this. All right. So that way, now what I can do is when I glue this, in here, I'll just fold it over. And I might want to trim it a little more. Okay, so now what I'll do is I'll just go back in here and I'll just add more glue in here like this. When I do it like this, when I press it down, it'll just squeeze more glue where I want it to go. See? So as I press it down, more glue will be squeezed. So whatever was not glued before, oh, it will be glued now. So I can do it like that, or I can just take it and I can just do it like this. And because it's a flat surface, what it'll do is it'll just get it all even and just hold it there for a few minutes. Not too long, because this glue, like I said, dries really fast. So then, got that, and then just press. Of course, you're going to get some excess glue coming out, but that's still okay. Get it out. At least you know that all of that is glued together. And try it again. Press it down, and then so that right there, I'm going to let dry. But if I want to, I can stop. I can stop just like this, because once it dries, my book will be solidified. But you can also take something else and put it on top of this to give it like a better look. You can put vinyl on it. You can put whatever else on it. I'll see once this dries if I want to put something else on it. But this is what I would do. And then I would just go and get my paper cutter and I'll just trim. And then when I cut, everything is going to be even because it's already put together. And so this is how I created this little booklet. And the edging is, to me, I call it the reinforced edging. So until I can get my thermal binding machine, this is how I've been putting my books together.